In this tutorial, we're going to try and finish up everything except for exporting our theme. We're getting down to the end. Our theme's just about built here. One thing I want to start with is in the phone section. We set the fonts. There's a couple other items that you can do. In the active call, you have an option to set this phone display along with your volume. And I'll just show you, you can make those changes. A lot of the time I will rechange and eliminate this black background using GIMP and just have the color icon itself. So let's see if I can find something to that effect. I believe if I went to my white icons, I could go into this receiver display, and as you can see, it's a little too bright, but just to give you an idea, you can make that change. We'll change that back, leave it the way it is. You can also do the same thing with the phone icon. You can also go over here in the preview image and select a different thing to show that it's actually using up your volume set in a different place. That's pretty much everything in the phone area. The lock area, we covered it. We set the fonts. The only other option you would have in here is you can go in and put in a different custom lock. So in this case, I would go into probably, well, let's just use this one that's up. Go in, find your lock screen or key lock, either one of them will work. And you can take out that background, the darker shaded background, and just use your icon itself. So that would cover that. You can also put in an SVG file here as well. That's a whole different ball of wax than basic theme building, so we won't even get into that. We will move on now to the global items. This is the flashing arrows, the stuff like that that you see, the arrows up and down that you see when you're scrolling through your menu, along with your status bar as far as when you're downloading items. So up here to start with, we have transmission arrows. Now in this particular theme, I left them white, but you do have the option to go in and change all of these. So I could go in and go back and find my blue, say, and move down, find my transmission arrow, and I could change that, set that to a different color. So you do have that same option to change all these items out, as well as your key modifiers. You can change those out as well. That's this icon right here. And then the other thing that I like to do, I changed the navigations out. This particular theme was rather easy to do because it was blue, so a lot of things worked out, blue and white. So the stock items worked out real well, but you can redo these arrows as well for navigation. The hourglass, you do have some options to play with. In here, you can bring in a custom hourglass. You can use some different hourglasses as a theme builder. I usually leave the stock one there. Hourglass is just not that important to me. But if I was to go up into here and show the catalog, and then go into here and find the hourglasses, and then go down here, I could select this image and actually drag it up into here and drop it and change this hourglass to something different if you wanted it that way. Like I say, once again, I don't usually mess with the hourglass. It seems not too important to me in my theme building now. Around the holidays or something, I may put in a different hourglass or something, but that's a little more festive. And then we can move into the progress bar. And usually I just kind of set this with the colors of the background. So in this case, I'd go to my color picker, go to a different blue, and then instead of the white bar, I usually always go with the black, just what I usually do. Now you can see the text colors disappeared. I usually flip-flop on that, or I just reset it to white. And you can see now that it just blends in a little bit better. Well, it doesn't make any difference if you don't have your backgrounds up generally when this is going that way anyway, when you're downloading a new theme or something like that. Now, the application we're done with, there's nothing to do there. The other last thing we can do in this section is we can go into screen transitions. So you can have an option of fade, slide up, down, right, left, white, zoom in, zoom out. So in this case, we could go slide down to the home screen. From the home screen, we could do slide up to the application list. We could do wipe down. We could do wipe up. And then we could do like just a fade on these two if you'd like. And then I usually on this one always check zoom in and zoom out. Just kind of a stock thing, but anyway, there's some things that you can do to customize and make it a little bit more custom to your liking. Now that's about everything. Just a quick review. We went through theme the banners, theme the home screen, the application screen. As you can see what we've done in all of these. We made our changes. There's our messages, our phone lists. We made our changes in there. That's what we're going to do. One last thing you can do is change to a custom colored icon for that phone icon in your list. Our lock screen we customized, and we just covered the global items. So that is theme building in a nutshell. Pretty quick, but that will get you started. I'll be around anytime anyone has any questions. We will be moving into some more advanced theme techniques in the future. I got one more tutorial, and that will be showing you how to export your themes.